is up, my dudes and dudettes? This is Chip Beecherson, and I'm back here with another rad lab for you. All right, well, Mr. Koga invited me into this class today because there's something going on in the world. There's something happening, and it shut down everything. I think you know what I'm talking about. It is COVID-19. But in second grade, how do we understand COVID-19? How do we understand something that we can't even see? How do we understand something that's affecting the whole entire world? Now, this pandemic is gnarly. It's definitely gnarly. It's not radical. It's not tubular. It's not none of those things. But we do have to understand it to know how to protect ourselves from it. So, in this gnarly rad lab, we're gonna take a look. Oh, sorry, gnarly turn there. We're gonna take a look at how the virus spreads, how we can prevent it from spreading, and how we can stay safe out there. All right, let's take a look in this rad lab. Here we go. Just a nice, radical, peaceful day at Rio del Sol in the playground area in the back. That's where we're at right now. Chip Beecherson is back again in the classroom. Just taking a little stroll, you know, trying to do some self-care, take care of, you know, the old noggin up here. Gets pretty gnarly up in Chip's thoughts sometimes. All right, let's head into the classroom. Oh, hold on. My phone's ringing again because it is time for the next rad lab, and I was expecting a new call today. Let's see, who is calling? Hello?
Hi, Chip. I have a question for you. How does COVID-19 spread so fast? We can't see it, so how can we understand it?
Oh, were you... Oh, I think... Hold on, Mila. I'll call you back. I think Mila may have been watching me outside as I was skating just now. Was she doing that? I don't know, but that's a great question because that connects perfectly to what I was literally just talking about. So, yeah, let's explore that today. I think that's a perfect little segue, a little transition into our topic for the day about COVID-19, understanding how it spreads, and understanding, most importantly, what we can do to stop that spread. All right, so let's take a look at the actual video now and the actual experiment of what's going to happen. All right, hope you guys enjoy it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, check it out, dudes. It is our COVID-19 spread model. So we're gonna kind of use these things called matches. Do not try this at home, if I haven't already said that already, but do not try this at home. But we're gonna be using these gnarly matches, and we're gonna be setting them on fire to see how the virus can spread really rapidly. But we're also gonna be looking at this, social distancing, and we're going to see how social distancing can help stop the person-to-person spread of COVID-19, because that's going to help us just to understand a little bit more how to protect ourselves from this gnarly disease, this gnarly virus, and how to really help stop the spread so we can get back to school, we can get back to learning in person. So we're going to start off here. This is where it's all going to begin. So we're going to do a person-to-person spread, and we're going to check out how no social distancing affects the spread. Then we're going to take a look at how some responsible social distancing can stop the spread in its tracks. Then we're going to come over here. So we're going to start here. This person is infected with COVID. It's going to spread like wildfire. But we're going to be social distancing some people in here to see how it can affect less and less people by being responsible. All right. Okay. I have a couple of safety precautions first. I got a bottle of water, just in case things get too gnarly. I also got a spray bottle so I can spray down any fire or matches that may be going out of control. So the first thing we're gonna look at this first line of matches right here. This first line of matches represents no social distancing. So we're gonna see how it can spread, how this gnarly virus can spread from person to person when there's no social distancing. Okay, here we go. All right. And I'm gonna touch the first match and watch how a virus can spread from person to person if you're too close together.
radical. As you can see, COVID-19 can spread through a crowd or a group of people like wildfire if you're not socially distanced.
So now, let's do this next line where we are gonna have someone who socially distances themselves, okay? What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna remove one person from the line right here. Okay, I'm gonna take that one away. So if I remove one person, there's distance between those people now. And now let's try this experiment one more time, but with distance between at least one group of people, and let's see what happens. So it's either gonna stop where it's socially distanced or it's gonna keep on spreading. So let's see what happens. And we have fire.
When you put the match out, it didn't have any. So fire is dealing with COVID-19 because COVID-19 needs fuel to go bigger and bigger.
Yes.
Get more people, but you took away the fuel ahead of it, so it couldn't move anywhere.
Wait, Hamza, hold on. Did we just make a connection to wildfires in a way? Because isn't that how they stop wildfires? They get rid of the fuel. Oh man, I wasn't expecting that connection, but I'm so glad that it happened. Okay, excellent. All right, dudes and dudettes, now we're gonna start our big spread. So you might be wondering, how in the world does COVID get so bad? Like, how did this gnarly virus just spread like crazy, like wildfire? Well, this little experiment, it has about like 300 matches. It took me like a couple hours to just build this thing, but I think it's going to be a really good visual of what happens with COVID-19 and how it can spread. So I want to start by just telling a little story about the matches. So imagine this person right here has COVID, okay? Then they're going to go outside and they're going to go to see a couple of people, a couple of their friends. It's going to spread to 2 more people. Then those 2 people, maybe they go to the grocery store, maybe they go to their friend's house, and it spreads to 2 more people. And then those 2 people spread to 2 more people. And then those 2 people spread to 2 more people. So as you can see, it goes from 1 person to 2 people, to 4 people, to 8 people, to 16 people, to 32, to 64. It grows really fast. But let's say there was a responsible group in this little whole mess. Let's say these people decided, I'm sick right now, so I'm gonna stay home. I'm not gonna go outside. And then let's say another group of people did the same thing. They said, you know what, I don't know if I'm sick, but I don't feel very well, and I just want to be responsible, so I'm going to stay home too. So we have 2 groups of people who stayed home. This group right here, and then this group right here. On this side, they're all going out, they're all partying, they're all having fun with their friends, and we'll see what happens. Okay. So we're going to compare the socially distanced side on the left here with the not distant side on the right. Dudes and dudettes, here we go. Now this is going to be a big experiment. And I'm hoping it works because Mr. Koga spent a pretty gnarly amount of time making this. There it goes. And as you can see, the virus is spreading. All right, so we're going to extinguish the COVID-19 spread on this side. And let's take a look at the damage. Let's take a look at the aftermath of what happened. Oh boy. So you can see pretty clear the color. This side is still green. Green means healthy people. And the black ones mean they got infected or they're sick. So as you can see, there's right here where the people have socially distanced, right here. It stopped the spread from going to a lot of people. It saved all these people here. But on this side where people were not socially distancing, it actually caused it to spread much, much, much faster. The people on the right here, they definitely looks like a lot more people got infected because the black tells us that they caught the virus and the green tells us they were distancing and staying safe. So the virus spread from one person here and it went to 2 people. Then those 2 became 4. Those 4 became 8. Those 8 became 16 and those 16 became 32. And it keeps growing and doubling exponentially like that. So that's why this type of social distancing and quarantining is so important. It helps, it really does.
All right, my dudes and dudettes, I hope you guys had a gnarly, radical, tubular time watching this rad lab, and I hope you learned a lot about the COVID-19 virus, how it spreads, and how we can stay safe from it. All right, just to recap our rad lab, make sure you wear a mask as much as possible, socially distance at all times, and if you don't feel well, stay at home. Go get a COVID test, and hey, contact anyone you're in contact with because that's the respectful, safe, and right thing to do. All right, before I hit the credits, let's check back in with Mila to see if she was satisfied with this rad lab and see if she learned anything.
Wow, thanks, Chip. I learned a lot. And gnarly demonstration.
Well, there you have it. I couldn't have said it better myself. Gnarly demonstration, and did you see that mask? Awesome job, Mila, and awesome job to my class for participating in this gnarly rad lab. Catch you in the next one, and stay radical.